Peng, who is the student that I referred to, is always out there reading the finance, the academic scholastic finance journals about what he does basically is value exotic Asian securities, the so-called toxic assets. We've only started calling them that recently. So his job has been valuing different kinds of Asian assets where the markets are very, very thin. And we've discovered in the US how difficult trading in thin markets is. For example, the market for those funny interest rate swaps completely evaporated. And nobody knew how to value those swaps recently. Well, Min Peng's job is to do that for all kinds of Asian assets that are very thinly traded. So he's always, always reading the academic journals and trying to write synopses and trying to run evaluations that he's already done using new techniques to see how they match side by side. And so the skills that you're getting by writing a paper for me, you will use later on, almost assuredly. One of the complaints last year was that the class was not applied enough, that young Bao was spent too much time on statistical theory and not enough time doing real practical things. So thinking that that was going to come up, I wrote back to John, Dr. Sass. The course should not be geared to teaching the MSFE students the software buttons that they need to push in order to get, say, a GARCH-M set of parameter estimates. This I will never do. I can teach a good undergraduate how to push the buttons, how to do that kind of exercise. They'll be a lot cheaper for their employer, and it's appropriate to that level. But it wouldn't prepare just teaching what buttons to push on eViews or TSP or Stata or whatever other package you're interested in using. It's telling you which buttons to push to get a GARCH-M or GARCH-PQ or all the different flavors of GARCH that are out there now, or any other thing that you're interested in. Is not going to make you a good financial engineer. You have to understand why you're doing it, how it works, what's running behind the software. And lastly, it doesn't sound like a warm, soft feeling that I'm imbuing you with. However, graduate school should be demanding. And not everyone who enters the program is going to make it through. That's life. If it was easy, this room would be filled to the ceiling. Okay? So you're an elite group, and it's hard. It's supposed to be hard. If you have friends in, I don't know what law school is like, but if you have friends in medical school, for example, the law school is a different animal because the courses are still taught a final only, on a final exam only basis. And so when you go to class, if they're still using the Socratic method, there's a lot of exchange between the faculty members and the students. And so you prepare so that you don't wilt under that withering exchange. But there aren't homeworks and exams that you're turning in all the time, so the nature of the work effort is different, I suspect. In medical school, those students work 70 or 80 hours a week, preparing for classes, going to clinical hours, so on and so forth. So why should you be any different from them? You're training to be professionals, just like them. Medical school is hard, and MSFE program should be hard. Okay, because there's a lot riding on you later on when you start working, like lots and lots of dollars. I don't want to find myself 80 years old and discover that because you hadn't clearly thought through these financial instruments that you engineered, that I'm the greeter at Sam's Club because you wiped out half of my retirement savings, as has happened over the last month. Okay, so that was some substance of my response to John, and I'm sure that he will talk to you guys about your impressions and what you would like to see done differently, and so on and so forth. There is a move afoot, I must add. The econ department used to be in the business school until this fall. And so the stat department taught certain statistical courses in the PhD BA program, and Econometrics 650 or 8009 and whatever the number is for next semester, I don't know. This new numbering system, as I look at But in any case, whatever the spring semester is, econ department taught those, and PhD, BA students found their way in, a smattering of master's students would find their way in, and so on and so forth. But since the econ department left the business school, what the business school has started doing is hiring economists, because they think that now that we're in the College of Liberal Arts, you can't possibly teach useful things to business school students. And so they're talking now about hiring their own econometrics teachers within the business school. So I'm sure John will come to you and he's going to ask you what your experience was in this class and how you think the program might be restructured going forward. That your answers to those are between you and him. Okay, you don't have to worry about me ever finding out, but you should be honest with him. Tell him what you thought about the experience and what you've done. Okay, there's a homework assignment due a week from today. As I look at the calendar, I think that's going to be the last one, because we only have 3 meetings after tonight, right? You're supposed to be writing a paper, and you're supposed to be studying for not only my final, but others as well. And
plus projects.
Plus what?
Plus other projects.
Plus other projects, right? So I think this last homework assignment is hard enough without, in football, there's a penalty for what's known as piling on. That is to say, after the tackle has been made, the other players jump on top of the pile and try to crush the offensive player that has the ball. So to avoid accusations of piling on, I guess I'm content with making this current homework assignment the last one. Everybody okay with that, or do you really want another one after? Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. Make it due not the 12th, make it due the 26th. Is that okay?
No, that's next week.
Next week, that's Thanksgiving? Oh, so you were trying to trick me, huh?
No.
19th, 26th is a Tuesday.
It'll be a Wednesday.
Today's a Wednesday. Oh, we don't have class that Wednesday.
Yeah.
We have to drop it off.
Yeah, you have to, I don't want to get it as email. I don't want to use up my paper and my printer cartridge at home printing out your homework. So that means you'll have to bring it by the Friday before. I have to be here to go to class downtown on the 11th. So you have to turn it in by 10 a.m. on the 25th. Right? Got that? I'll send you an email to let you know.
The Wednesday.
Tuesday, 25th. Yeah, Tuesday the 25th in the morning. You got to bring your hard copy and put it in my mailbox on the 8th floor of Ritter Annex.
That's the due date for homework.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
I come here first. That Tuesday. Every Tuesday I come here first.
We said by 10 a.m.
Yeah.
It's for what building?
Ritter Annex. That's the red brick building behind the law school on Cecil B. Moore Avenue. And I'm on, the mailboxes are on the 8th floor, outside room 877. And it's shaped like, the floor is shaped like a big donut. So eventually you'll find the mailboxes.
And of course we can drop it off sooner than that.
You can drop it off before then, yeah. Either put it under my door or put it in my mailbox. Yeah, I teach in room 606 in the Center City Campus.